Okay, my role as news editor this week is mainly about getting to know what everybody's covering, what every reporter is working on, figuring out what the interesting or newsworthy part of those stories are, and then going into a news conference on a Tuesday morning, speaking to everyone about the articles, pitching them, and then we have sort of a broad discussion about each story and what we think will get people talking, and what will be most interesting to people on social media, things like that. And then after that's done and everyone's working on their stories, I just kind of keep track of where everyone's at. If anyone needs to do interviews or if there's pictures that need to be taken and things like that. And then I kind of speak to people just to find out whether they need help with anything, if there's a particular obstacle that's in somebody's way, sort of figuring out how we get through it and keeping track of any developments in the story, and also kind of monitoring what's going on in the city throughout the day if we need to send anyone out to cover stuff as it happens.
So, as sports editor, I look over all the sporting and athletic stories from the week. So what I'll do is work with each of the reporters to look at making sure we're covering a variety of sports, not just kind of football or rugby alone, but especially regional, local and national sports. And I'll look at helping them set their deadlines to make sure they're spread out across each production day. But one of the most exciting parts of my role is covering any press conferences, especially for teams like Cardiff City FC, the Wales and the Six Nations, as well as the Welsh national football team. I'll look at live tweeting them and writing articles based on the main stories that come out ahead of any matches.
So as social media editor, I am in charge of all of our social media feeds. So that includes promoting our stories on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, making sure that we've got the appropriate photos, making sure I'm tagging all the important groups involved, and just keeping an eye on which stories seem to be doing well. So checking on the analytics, trying to spread that out during the week so that we can keep our engagement up, and also monitoring if there's any breaking news stories that we should be covering during the day.
So, as multimedia editor this week, it is my job to record, edit and upload videos like this onto our YouTube channel just to show what we do and who we are. I'm also responsible for any other multimedia content that we put out there. For example, we're doing a podcast this week, so I'll have a big hand in that.